What is going on, YouTube? Bo Levin here.
Kendall Levin.
The owners of Feels Like Home Construction. So today, we're super excited. We're ready to talk to you about real estate deals. We've bought and sold a lot of real estate in our lifetime. Just getting over the past 6 or 7 years. A little bit of background about me is I got my real estate license. My grandma talked me into it, and she actually went out and bought the courses for me and got me started into real estate about 6.5, 7 years ago. I got my license. I had no clue what to do or anything like that. I just went out and hustled it, and that's how we kind of learned. And then I met this little cutie right here. And we just got where we kind of wanted to, we've always wanted to flip houses. We've always wanted to do those kind of things. But, you know, obviously there's other videos to hear my story and hear Kendall's story.
That's a little backstory of how we got started.
Yeah. So today we're going to be showing you about the way that we handle our real estate transactions. I'd say we do have the skill set because, you know, over the years, Kendall's helped me from day one to closing out millions in real estate. Selling millions in real estate, on the buying side, the selling side. Obviously I didn't make millions, I didn't own the millions, but I sold for a lot of clients, and I thought that I did pretty good at it while I was doing it. I enjoyed it. I actually don't use my license anymore. I usually I have a family member that has his real estate license, so we just give him all our deals and let him make the money, and we still get to do our buy our land deals and make all that other stuff happen. So it's a win-win for the family and us too as well.
Right.
The best part was, I think, of getting the real estate license was learning the ins and outs. I mean, being the agent to now us doing and buying our own land, buying our own deals, our own houses, I think that just changed everything because we actually know the lingo, the way that agents talk. Go ahead and kind of get started.
Yeah, the point of this video is just to help you if you are a buyer in the market right now or a seller. Tips and things to look at whenever you're looking through and dealing with an agent and a contract and things that have helped us throughout the way.
Yeah. Number one, of course, is get everything in writing. And obviously, you have a good agent. You are the agent, whatever it is. You're going to fill out that contract and get it all done. And just anything you agree on, anything from the dumbest things to the biggest things, make sure to have it in writing. I always do an amendment. I always add something in there. And even if people say, "Oh, well, don't worry, I'll throw that in, that extra appliance at the end," or whatever it is. No. Always add everything in writing when you're doing a real estate transaction. I mean, I'm telling you, from the littlest things, people don't understand why we do it, but we have ourselves covered from day one on any transaction we do.
It just protects you and the agent.
Yeah, and of course, you have a great agent. They're going to make sure all those things are taken care of. And just for good sense of security, you already know, hey, I already signed this, the seller signed it, or the buyer, either or, and you know you're taken care of.
Right.
Another thing, time is of the essence. And why is that, Kendall?
Well, when doing real estate deals, things go fast in the real estate market. And if there's a property or there's a piece of land that you are really wanting, or a new house, you have to jump on it, because right now in today's market especially, I feel like it'll be snagged underneath of you if you don't. So time is always of the essence. If you like a property or you're looking at something, your agent needs to know that that is his top priority or her top priority, and they jump on it and they get it done for you as soon as possible, because that could be a potential deal that you lose out on if you wait around on it. I
stand there too with real estate agents as well, because obviously everybody wants their own things done on their own time. I don't care about anybody else's time. Your agent, you know, the grace of a little bit of time or a little bit of heads up for sure. But yes, like when it comes to doing a deal, or if Kendall and I are looking at a piece of land, or we're buying a house, or we're looking at a rental, or anything that we're trying to do, I mean, we are like that. We know we want it, and we want it now. And so, I mean, I get where people do come from that, because I mean, you want to make that transaction happen right away.
Yeah, that's I guess where the patience kind of come in. But also when you're dealing with real estate deals, people act fast, and you don't have a lot of time in some instances. So
yeah, and business is business. You got to get it done. And if they're not getting the job done for you, you find somebody else that is a hustler and that wants to get it done for you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you deserve a good agent.
Yeah. And number 3. So with this one is option period. So I'm not going to read you from the contract. I'm saying you always consult with your real estate attorney or your agent. I'm not trying to tell you how to fill out your contract, nothing like that. I'm just trying to tell you what we do on our stuff that always works.
Yeah, it's been helpful for us.
It has been helpful. So our option period, that's the days that you have to go out there, kind of you're on the market still, but you're still off the market with the house, because you get your 10 to 14 day period is usually what we do. Land, we really don't. We might do an 8 day option period just to find out what it's zoned for, things like that, double check it all. Houses though, of course, you want to know about inspections. You want to get, your plumbing tests, like just a camera through there, things like that. And a lot of times you do need 12 to 14 days because everybody is so busy right now, especially as crazy and many houses are selling.
Yeah, because people are booked out, and the inspections on the homes, I think, are the most important, because you don't want to get in there blindsided if it's going to be your personal house or something like that, and not know what's going on without anything like that. So that option period is perfect to figure out if the property is right for you, and then you can go from there.
Yeah, and that option period, do not wait. I see this all the time, and I always had people that wanted to do it whenever I was representing them. Wait till 8 days in. Okay, now we can order that. We can get that inspection ordered. No. The thing that I always did, the minute that I had that thing going under contract, that day and it was executed, I would call and I would schedule everybody as fast as they could do it. So I would already have everything finished in like the first 3 days of a contract. And then you have those other 7 days to get everything lined up too with your financing and make sure the bank's still going to fund the loan. And it just kind of gives you that peace of mind of getting your roof checked out and different things like that, where you're not so stressed out where, oh, they're not going to extend the option period. Well, then, then it just ends up being a whole chaotic deal, the entire process of the real estate buying.
Yeah, I'm sure that whenever you were an agent too, that made you look good with your client, because once you have all that stuff done and it's already taken care of before the 10 to 14 days, they think, oh, wow, we might be able to close sooner. Everything looks perfect. And then it makes your job easier. You get your clients happy, and it's a smooth process.
What is good faith money or earnest money? That's a big one too as well. So really when you're out of the option period, you're gonna have that good faith money of just say easy number $1,000 on there, and that pretty much just shows you when those 14 days are up, that 10-day option period's up. That means you're locked into that contract for that earnest and good faith money. And so what that's doing is, say I'm coming over here and I'm gonna buy a house from Kendall, and I'm gonna buy the house for, say it's $100,000. Well, I wanted her to know that I'm serious. So I'm gonna go and put a little bit more down than most people will, and I'm gonna give her, say, $2,000 in earnest money. Well, that shows that I'm a little bit more serious, because she might have the same offer come in with $500 in earnest money. Well, if that $2,000 shows I'm serious in the deal, shows me serious in the transaction, and then it kind of makes Kendall more, I guess, prone to take my contract, as well as my financing options, things like that.
Right, it looks better on paper, I guess. So
that's pretty much a simple explanation of good faith money or earnest money, whatever you'd like to call it.
Right. And then next would be communication. And I think it's very important to choose an agent that fits for you, as well as if you're an agent, to choose clients that fit you and your personality, because a lot of people like to be communicated with differently than others. And so, for instance, Bo and I, we like to have updates every other day, daily. If there's something going on, if we have questions and we want to know about it, we want to know, because it's our time as well. So you just have to find that good fit with your client and know, hey, they're okay. They told me to take care of all of it. They don't care how it gets done. They just want it to get done. They don't want to hear from me, and that's great. And then you'll have the clients like we are, and we want to know something at the end of every single day because we're just curious.
Yeah, and I want the job taken care of. If you're Kendall and I, we're very business-minded people, and we know what we want, and I want to make sure all those things are finished and done and appraisals ordered and all those different things. That's why I want to be updated every day, is just so they're not forgetting something that I'm remembering, or either
yeah.
or.
And I think that comes into our construction world deal, because we check on our guys, our subs, stuff all the time, so we like to have checklists, make sure things are getting done.
Yeah. Another big one is expiration on the contract. Under special provisions, sometimes we will. Sometimes Kendall and I are like that. We want to know if we're getting the deal or not. And I understand right now the market is crazy. It's probably hard to do that because people are coming in 50,000 over, 30,000 over, 100,000 over. And so I completely understand that. But here in the market here, a lot of times when we put a contract on something, we put this offer will expire in 24 hours or the next day by 5 p.m. Because what it does, it puts a little bit of pressure on the other person, so they're not out shopping your offer. you know, the seller or whoever it is, or waiting for a ton of offers to come in, and then you can kind of nail down that thing. So like, that's what we like to do. Not every deal gets done that way, because we do have some people that won't accept the contract if it has an expiration on there. But every time we've done it, it's worked out great, and then we're not getting shopped over here where, you know, obviously we put in a $100,000 offer, well then we have them sitting there on it waiting for 3 days, and they get 3 more offers for $150,000. So we do like to do expirations on there. Yep. So to make sure you tell your agent that, it helps out a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a big one.
Sorry we changed our background for a second because the wind got horrible out here at the ranch. There's another thing on the contract too that is big whenever Ken and I are putting an offer in. And as far as, say a house is $100,000, well, or a piece of land or whatever it is, and say I offer 75. Well, sometimes for some reason, some agents, they panic, they freak out and say, oh, that's too low. They start getting more involved in the transaction. And that part, I think, is the biggest part that drives me crazy the most, is whenever you're the one making the offer, you're the one putting up the money. And so really, I get it if the market's crazy and hard right now and they're just trying to give you advice. But to another standpoint too, I've had agents that we've worked with before that try to say, you know, oh, they didn't even look at your offer. And this is a huge one. So what we started doing now is making sure the other agent will present it to their seller, or either or. I make them give me a counter and initialed on that counter. I do no verbal, nothing like that. Just because a verbal's easy, you're not serious. You're kind of testing the waters to see if they can actually, if you're actually going to buy it, or they're actually going to buy it. And so that's a perfect thing. If you're going to put an offer in and they decline your offer, the other agent says, nope, we're not even going to look at it, nothing, and they don't send you any kind of termination or anything, or to revise to send back another offer, and then all you need to do is get them to initial and give you a counter back. And I'm telling you, that will save you in the long run, because not saying that every agent does this, that's why we're big on that now, is we make everybody on the other side give us a counter, and it has to be initialed, so I know that that seller saw my offer the first time. The closing costs too, you know, obviously you can ask for some closing costs, depending on the loan, depending on those things. Like I said, talk to your agent, talk to your real estate attorney, your banker, things. They'll do all that for you, but that's something you can ask for if you want to help you out. A few percent usually of the transaction, they can usually give you back into your loan at the closing table. That makes a huge difference. And really, I mean, those are really the main things that we've always really paid attention to in a real estate transaction. That's really what's helped us out a lot in the past.
Yeah, and I think every situation that you could be in right now, or that we're in, is always going to be different. So you got to give and take a little bit here and there, but those are just the main things that we have noticed that have really helped when we're doing deals and dealing with agents and contracts. So we just wanted to share the knowledge.
Yeah, so we hope this video helped you. If it did, we'd love for you to like and subscribe to our channel. Like I said, we've been in the real estate world, we've been in the flipping world, construction, the finance side of things. Like we're still learning, but we've learned a lot of it. We can teach you all our mistakes that we've made, so you don't make those same ones. Yeah. We can pretty much give you those tips that get you rocking and rolling on your real estate journey, or your construction journey, or whatever your business journey too. We're definitely gonna help out entrepreneurs out there as well.
Yep, we're just here to share what we've learned and our knowledge, and hopefully it helps you out along your journey as well.
Yeah, if you have any more questions, hit us up in the comments. We'd be happy to help you out. Always talk to your real estate attorney first, or your agent, but if you got any other things we can help you with, any advice or tips, let us know.
Thanks for watching.